Okay, so I'm gonna share a few things, get a few links going, wait a few minutes, and then we will get started. I did have a few people ask what paint we're gonna need, so it's everything from your kit. So you got red, yellow, blue, a little bit of white, a little bit of black. So you will need those. Um, Just changing a few things really quick. Alright, so I've got it shared, or I got it up on my computer, so hopefully I can catch comments as they come, because I don't ever use an easel, so this is going to be a whole fun adventure here. So let me just do a few more things. Alright, I don't want to hear myself, I just want to see comments. Okay, well, we might just leave it like that. So I see myself on the screen, seeing myself. So I'm trying to see. Okay, so just tell me who's watching. Okay, cool. All right, so if you missed, I'm gonna try to hold this without holding it up. The kit came with 5 colors, so red, yellow, and blue, which by the way, those are your primary colors if you did not know that. And then white and black, so that's what we're gonna use today. I'm gonna turn my phone on silent, that way I don't hear any of the notifications. Okay, so with it being St. Patrick's Day, I thought it would be fun to paint a simple picture to make sure this all works. Oh yeah, I was also gonna do this. Hold on a second, I forgot about this part. Let's see, record, yeah, and go. How do I make this go? Okay, it's going, cool. Okay, so I'm gonna record while I'm going live, that way I can post them on YouTube too. That way people have access to them if they can't use Facebook. So trying to hit all of the video streaming things. Not familiar with all of them, so this shall be fun. So anyways, with it being St. Patrick's Day, I thought it'd be fun to do something simple and talk about how all the colors work together and blend and mix and all that good stuff. So you're gonna need 2-ish brushes, a bigger one and a smaller one. Really, you can make anything work. I'm very limited on big ones with the kits, so you gotta use what you have. So what we're gonna do is start out with that big brush and back up a second too. Make sure you have a paper towel and a cup of water, not to drink, but to clean your brush with. Make sure you have those because you will need those momentarily. So I'll give you guys a minute to make sure you have everything ready, and then we will get started. So give me a thumbs up if you're ready to go, if you have everything you need. That way I can kind of gauge if you guys are ready or not. I don't know. But like I said, this is a testing. This is a fun time to be here, right? Hey, Sonia. Cool. All right, so we're gonna get started, I think. Like I said, you can always replay this. If you're not here live right now, you can press replay at any time. I will share it and it'll be on my feed. So with the bigger brush that you hopefully have, go ahead and grab some red paint, just a little bit of red paint. And we're gonna start kind of in the top right of your canvas. It's backwards, which I don't know why, but it is. So this is the top right, this is the top left, see, L, well, it's backwards, I don't get it, whatever. But anyway, so you're gonna start kind of in the top right corner, and you're just gonna make a whoosh down, not all the way to the bottom, but I don't know, a little bit off. And I know everyone's using different size canvases too, so everyone's is gonna be a little bit different. So go ahead and grab some red and just make a big long whoosh. And then with your red, you can go just a little bit thicker because we're gonna blend some colors here soon. So bring your red down just a little bit. So mine's, I don't know, mine's a good 1.5 inches. I don't know, whatever. I know everyone's got different size canvases, so pick and choose how thick you want it. Same brush, we're not gonna clean it. You're gonna grab a little bit of yellow and you're gonna overlap some of that red with the yellow, and right before your eyes, do you see what it's doing? It's changing to orange. So I'm just kind of grabbing from the edge of my yellow right there. I'm not tainting all of it. So you're gonna grab some yellow and overlap some of your red to make that beautiful orange. And sometimes it takes a little finessing. You might have to go back and forth a few times, but it will appear. Man, this painting on an easel is so weird for me. Is audio good? Can everyone see and hear okay? I know the dishwasher is running in the background, so hopefully it doesn't disrupt anything. All right, so we got our orange. It's nice and blended with the red. It doesn't look too crisp of a line. You can't really tell where one starts and one ends. All right, here's where the water comes into play. So make sure you clean off your brush now. Easiest way to do so is kind of push down to the bottom of the cup, breaks up all those bristles, and then it should come up fairly clean. And then you will use your paper towel to dry it. So dry, dry, dry. And then you're gonna grab some of your clean yellow, so make sure you grab some that's clean. And you're gonna go right next to your orange, and you're gonna do a strip of yellow. Can you guess where we're going yet? All right, so we're gonna do a strip of yellow here. And I like to overlap in the orange just a little bit because it gives it that smooth effect, kind of like the red and orange have. So you can overlap them just a little bit, and it gives it that really nice effect where it kind of fades from one color to the other. And then you're gonna make your yellow just a little bit thicker, kind of like we did with the red. So bring your yellow down just a little bit. Okay, good, okay. And then from our plate of paint, we're gonna grab some blue because yellow and blue make green. I'm pretending I have an audience here that's shouting out the answers. So right on top of some of your yellow, you're gonna grab that blue and it's gonna overlap. And do you see it changing before your eyes? It's like science, it's magic. All right, so then you have this beautiful green. And if you want it to be like greener, you can add a little bit more yellow in there. Changes it completely. And again, I'm gonna just wipe off my brush a little bit just to get some of that color off. And I'm just gonna go lightly between the yellow and the green to smooth them out. That way it looks like it fades from one to the other. Yeah, there we go. All right, and someone just asked what's going on at Toronto's tonight. So I will be at Toronto's from 5 to 7. if you want to pick up the kit. So that's canvases, paintbrushes, and paint. So I'll be at Toronto's tonight from 5 to 7 for that. After you have your green, go ahead and clean off your brush again. So push down at the bottom of your cup, break up all those bristles, and then use your paper towel to dry it. Kind of folded mine over from where I wiped off my green. I just folded it over. And I'm cleaning it off. Make sure I'm not missing any messages here. Okay. And then, so what comes next in the rainbow? We have red, orange, yellow, green, blue. That's right. Blue's the answer. Good job. All right. So you're going to go right below your green. And you're going to grab some blue. And you're going to bring it down. And I'm trying to go smaller at the bottom than I am at the top. Should have mentioned that. Sorry. So I'm a little bit smaller at the bottom because I want it to kind of come to a point or angle a little bit. There we go. And then the same thing with the blue. Go just a little bit thicker because we're going to mix one more color in here. My favorite color. Can you guess what it is? Oh, I know. You guys already know. All right. And I'm going to kind of go in between here again, right between the blue and the green. Maybe wipe off my brush just a hair and give it that nice fade. All right. But don't completely clean off your brush because we need that to blend. All right. So then blue and red equals purple. So with that red, you're going to go right on top of some of your blue there. Look, it already turned to purple. It already knew. And you'll just kind of go back and forth till it blends to make that purple color. And I like to add a little bit of white to my purple. So I've got just a little touch of white on my brush there. And it just makes it out, I don't know, it brings it out, makes it pop a little bit more, I think. Got a little crazy. My rainbow's got a lot of purple. All right. We got to get rid of this red here. Let's see. All right. So I'm pretty happy with that. It's a rainbow. They're never perfect, right? They're always different. My rainbow has lots of purple in it. It's obviously Trisha's rainbow. Okay. So there we have part of our canvas ready. And then we're going to go ahead and clean off our brush again. So clean, clean, clean. Break up all those bristles. All right. Now here is going to be the fun part. However wide your rainbow is at the bottom is going to be how wide your pot of gold is going to be. So I just thought of this picture today while I was getting ready. I've not painted it. So we're winging it together, guys. You're going to have to wait. So you can actually, let's go to the small brush just for safety because I don't want everyone to have huge pots of gold here. So grab your smaller brush once your big one is clean and kind of set down to the side. Grab your smaller one and you're going to get some black paint. And like I said, we want to kind of cover the bottom of this rainbow with our pot of gold. And I cannot do this on the easel. I apologize. This is strange for me to use an easel. All right, can we still see? Yes. All right, so to start a pot of gold, you want to start kind of at the edge of the red and make sure it's going to be as wide as the edge of your purple, okay? So at the edge of my red here, I'm going to start and make a oval-ish shape. You guys still see okay? It's a really wonky oval, but that's okay. All right, so I'm going to start out with my oval. And then from here, as wide as I need to make it, I'm going to kind of bring it down on each side. It worked out perfect. It's a little wonky, but that's okay. All right, and then all of this, actually, yeah, all of this is going to get colored in black. So you can use your smaller brush, or you can go back to your bigger brush, whichever you're more comfortable with. But go ahead and fill that in black. Okay, I'm going to the bigger brush. I cannot do this. It's killing me. I feel like I need music or something. It's so quiet. No one's talking. There's no music, no TV on. It's so crazy. All right, I'm going to adjust the top of my thing, though. It's almost like a bag of money, not a pot of gold. We all need some of that right now, don't we? Okay, so, and then go ahead and clean off your brushes. Thank you, Laura. I'm trying to watch the comments. It's hard to see them, but okay. So then clean off your brush or brushes if you got them both dirty. Just go ahead and clean them off. And then while the pot of gold is drying, we can do two things. Let's get our brushes clean first of all. All right, I'm gonna go grab another paper towel to show you something that we can do. Give me just a second. Okay. So I'll give you guys a second to get your brushes clean and all of that. Why isn't this working? Okay. Well, now I'm watching myself and hearing myself. Okay. So I am going to give this a little bit of a sky color here, and then I'm going to write something down here instead of filling this with grass and that with sky, because it's, I mean, it's fun, but it's kind of cliche at the same time. So I got a little piece of paper, well, a paper towel, and I'm only going to rip off a section of it. So less than half, okay? You don't need much. And if you've painted with me before, you know this technique. So you're going to take that paper towel and you're going to wad it into a ball. And this is how we're going to dab our sky to give it cloud look and like fluffy look to it. So this will be our dabber. So I'm going to dip it in some of that blue. So blue on my paper towel. And then I'm just going to come up here and lightly dab around the sky. And I say lightly because paint goes a long way. Okay, so I got the blue. And then I'm going to grab a little bit of white. And I'm going to go right on top. And it instantly, in this little section, it gives it that nice, like, sky look. Okay, that is not working on the easel, sorry. Can you still see? Okay, good. So I like to use more white than I do blue, and it gives it that nice, light sky look. And just be careful not to get too close to your rainbow, or if you do, just be careful. And come kind of down in here by your pot. Don't get the black. Using that paper towel, you gotta be very precise. This is why I don't like easels either. I like to turn mine all around when I'm painting. Gives me more control. Go right up to your rainbow. Just don't touch the red. Can you guys still see? Yes, okay, good. And you can rearrange how you're holding your paper towel too. Like if you need a small little area, you can change how you're holding it to get right up close to your rainbow. Or your pot of gold. Oop, I got a little bit of black. All right. So now we have a fun little sky. I think it's better than just being plain white and better than just plain blue. It gives it some texture, like, you know, it's a real sky. And then at the bottom, if you want to write something, you can. I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. Who has suggestions? Let's see here. Let me go to my comments. No? Okay. So you can write something like, oh boy. Oh, come on, guys. I need help. Well, first of all, I'm going to make some green paint. So remember, you grab a little bit of blue, a little bit of yellow, mix them together, and what do you get? Green. You guys see that? Ta-da. It's magic. It's a little teal for me. I'm going to grab a little bit more yellow to brighten it up a little bit. Maybe a little bit more yellow. There we go. That's the green I'm looking for. All right. So if you want to put a quote or a saying or a word or something at the bottom, get creative here. So we're just going to write after I wipe off all this extra paint because I got everywhere. All right. So we're just going to, can you see? Good. All right. Why can I not think how to spell? I'm doing a live video. My brain does not want to work. Couldn't remember if it was 2 E's or 2 L's. Feelin? I should write nervous and not lucky, but kind of defeats the whole purpose of the painting, right? Feelin' lucky. So painting with a paintbrush definitely takes practice, or writing with a paintbrush. But the more you do it, the better you'll get. Make it look like the K and the Y are connected. There we go. That works. All right. So once you get your quote, whatever you're going to write on there, you can clean off your brush again. And then how's everyone's black doing? Is it pretty wet still? Mine's pretty wet. All right. So what we're going to do with the black is we are going to put a little bit of white on there because we're going to make it look like a pile of gold coins is sticking out, right? So if your black's a little bit wet, just be cautious with this. But otherwise, you can kind of blob on some white to look like a pile of coins inside your pot here. So we're going to do white, and then we're going to put yellow on top so that it pops. If you have gold at home or glitter, I was looking for gold glitter, but all I have here, actually, I might have gold glitter now that I think about it. All I have at home is silver. So silver gold, it's kind of not right. But we'll see. So there's going to be my pot of gold here. Give you guys a second to do that. I'm going to check to see if I have the glitter I was thinking of. Probably not. Nope. No gold glitter. So after you do the white, you don't really have to wait for it to dry. You can probably just go ahead and grab the yellow. So you'll just kind of wipe off the extra white from your brush. I just wiped it off. And then you can grab your yellow and just glob that yellow right on top of your white. I am using the smaller brush. So it doesn't have to be like a perfectly swoopy painting as far as this part goes. You're just globbing it on because the more texture, the better it looks anyways. You're just globbing on the yellow. Ideally where you had the white. My black is starting to mix in a little bit, but that's okay because gold, like pots of gold, if they were real, I don't think they'd be clean and shiny, right? They're gonna be dungy and dirty and dusty because no one ever finds them, so they collect a lot of dust. All right. So there is that. And then, of course, when you are finished with your masterpiece, you have one final step, the most important step ever. You have to sign your name. Yay, that's right. I'm making my own audience. So usually it goes down the bottom right corner. You can pick whatever color you want. I'm just going to grab black because why not? Need more black than that, though. All right, so there you have it, a complete St. Patrick's Day painting. I would love it if you guys would share your paintings. I'm trying to get in the camera here. Share your paintings on the comments below, post some pictures, and let me have your feedback. Anything I need to change, I would love to know. So Rebecca, I don't know why the camera's switching this. It's really weird. I noticed that earlier, but I will figure out a way to make that not happen. I don't know. But yeah, leave your comments, suggestions, reviews, all that good stuff. We will go live again on Thursday. I'll do a different painting then, obviously. But thank you guys so much for watching, and your support is amazing. I appreciate it more than ever. And see me at Toronto's tonight if you need a take-home kit. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.